Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you an unboxing plus on-feet video of my Nike ID Mercurial Vapor 9s. So as you can see, it comes in this black Nike ID box, which is a little bit smaller than I had originally anticipated. I'll remove the lid so we can get a good look at what's on the inside. The first thing that you'll find is a black Nike ID string bag. There's the Nike ID logo in white on the front, and on the back you're going to find embroidered whatever customization you had on your shoes. So in my situation, you have a white embroidered SR4U and a white number 8 right there. So a cool little extra that I was not expecting, which is always nice. So here's a look at the shoes on the inside of the box. And you can see they are kind of very tightly packed in there. They're not being crammed or anything like that. It's just interesting that they did use such a small box, but it didn't hurt the shoes, so I can't really complain too much about it. I'll get this box out of the way and give you guys a good look at the shoes themselves. If you did miss my video on the customization process, I will leave an annotation on screen, and that'll kind of walk you through my design and the whole ordering process and how it works if you're not too familiar with how Nike ID works as a system. So this is my final product here. It really does look good. You compare the customization video to the final product. You can see it actually does look very, very similar. I think it actually looks a lot better in person than it does in the customizer. The products are supposed to arrive at what they estimate is 4 to 6 weeks from when you place your order, but my shoes arrived in 3.5, so a little bit sooner than expected, which is always a good thing. A lot of you guys complained about my colorway being a little bit too plain, but when you see these things glow in the dark, trust me, your mind will be changed because it is so cool. Probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen on a pair of soccer shoes. Just to talk about the colors on the upper very quickly, you do have that metallic pewter, which like I said, looks kind of like a light brown in the customizer, but in person I knew it would be like a silver, and that's exactly what it looks like. Especially with this golf ball like dimpled finish on the speed control upper, you do have kind of this very reflective look to it, almost like a chrome, and it really does look sharp on the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9. It does fade to white, as you guys can see, and the white might look a little bit off. It's not as bright of a white as what you're going to find on the sole plate or in the liner, and that's because if you look here, when the transition happens, it's like a light dimpling. Hopefully you guys can see that, and that dimpling continues all the way through into the back of the heel where it is supposed to be a solid white. So for that reason, along with the kind of shadowing of the dimpled upper, it almost has like a slightly bluish tinge to it, but nonetheless looks really good. You can see it really well on the instep here because that's like a true white, and then that's the white of the rest of the heel. So it is a little bit off, but I think it still looks really, really good. To me, this particular color combination on the upper, especially with the fade, reminds me very much of a fish, which I think is kind of cool and something you don't see all that often. On the back heel tab, instead of having the Mercurial logo, I chose to have some kind of customization there. So I have SR4U in black, and of course the number 8, and that isn't embroidered. It's kind of like screen printed on there, so it's not going to fall off or anything like that. And I believe that is on both heels, as you guys can see. So it is pretty cool that they do have that customization on there. As far as the other elements of the upper go, you do have that Nike swoosh in white, which does glow in the dark. Very cool. I'll show you that in a second. The laces are also white, but those glow in the dark. And of course, this Nike logo on the instep is white, but that glows in the dark too. On the tongue, you're going to find the ACC All Conditions Control logo, as well as the Nike swoosh there in black, kind of accenting with the customization on the heel. You have a white heel liner, as you guys can see, and then the plate base on the bottom is all white with clear studs, which I think looks really, really good. I really do like the white plate base as opposed to the solid black. And then of course you do have your dual layer glass fiber sole plate with your white Nike swoosh here in the forefoot. As far as the insole goes, if you guys remember, you have the option to choose between a lightweight insole and a comfort insole. I went with the comfort insole just to see what it was, and this is it. It's a Nike ID insole there. It's black. You do have like a mesh liner on the top. There are no perforations like you're going to get in your standard MV9 insole. And you can see it is just like a thicker kind of EVA foam. You got your Mercurial logo there. There's the size 9. And just kind of a slightly more bulky insole for the Mercurial Vapor, which is something that I actually do prefer the feel of. So that's pretty much it as far as what the shoe looks like in the light. And I'll give you a quick look at what the shoes look like in the dark. Alright, so here's the shoes with the lights on. And here's the shoes with the lights off. How cool is that? That to me is one of the coolest things ever. You can see all of the elements glow really brightly. The laces are by far the brightest as far as how they glow, but the Nike swoosh on the front, and of course the Nike logo here on the instep glows really nicely as well. It doesn't glow as bright because you do have that dimpled finish on the upper, but still looks really, really cool. So as I gradually turn more lights on, you can still see the shoe is glowing. If I turn it back off, they start glowing again. So it's totally one of the coolest things ever. And we'll move on now to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit. Alright, here's a look at the Nike ID MV9s on feet, and the overall fit and sizing is exactly what you're going to get from the standard models of the shoe. No difference there whatsoever. The shoe still has that very narrow, tight-fitting cut about it, and it does fit true to size as well, so if you are looking to order a pair, just go with your regular size and you should have no issues whatsoever. The one difference here is that this one does have the thicker comfort insole on the inside, so it does take up a little bit more room on the inside of the shoe, but it will compress a little bit after a few hours of wear time, I'm sure. So that's pretty much it as far as what they look like on feet in the light, and we'll take a look at them on feet now in the dark. Alright, here's a look at the Nike ID MV9s glowing in the dark, and as you can see, this is probably the coolest thing ever. I'm really happy with the glow in the dark effect, and I'm showing you kind of extreme cases here where it's kind of pitch black dark, but it doesn't need to actually be that dark to actually see the glow of the shoes. If you're playing a night game under stadium lights, you definitely will see the shoes glowing a little bit, so it's not completely useless, but cool nonetheless. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video goes, and we'll move on to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing plus on-feet video of the Nike ID Mercurial Vapor 9s. Let me know what you guys think of my design. If you do want to see some more high quality images of these shoes, both in the light and in the dark, go ahead and check out the review page on my website, which you can find linked down below in the description. If you do have any questions regarding the Nike ID process or my particular pair, feel free to leave a comment down below, and if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel already and you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. Any questions you guys have not related to the video, go ahead and ask that on the SR4U Facebook fan page, which you can find linked down below in the description. And if you guys do want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account name is VujoJosh. Just like this channel name, you can go ahead and look me up, or again, the link can be found down below in the description. Other than that guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.